In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Cases on the Newton County docket at this point. We'll take up Newton County case 2017-4, State of Arkansas versus Cody Burks.
Your Honor, Mr. Burks is here on an arraignment. Public Defender's Office has been appointed. We would waive formal reading of the information and a plea of not guilty.
The charges in this case are theft of property and criminal trespass, the former a C felony, the latter a B misdemeanor. On those charges, he enters a plea of not guilty.
Yes, sir.
This matter is on the Division 4 docket. Court's going to set it down. Court's going to set it down for trial during the week of
Jeremy, are you going to represent him?
During the week of July 24th. Pre-trial will be scheduled for May 5th, and his reappearance will be ordered for April 21st. Mr. Burks, the court's going to quickly explain. You're charged in Newton County. If the matter goes to trial as it's scheduled now in July, that trial will be in Jasper. You'll need to be here in Jasper and for trial. The pre-trial hearing scheduled for May 5th, and the reappearance scheduled for April 21st are both. The courts, both of those dates are scheduled. The court's scheduling them here in Boone County Courthouse for your appearance in those cases. But we'll take up any trial will be taken up in Jasper. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Your next appearance in court is scheduled for April 21st. It's your job to stay in touch with your attorney and get in touch with Mr. Friend, schedule appointments, get in to see him. He can't prepare a case for you unless you communicate with him. And he really does not have time to try to track you down. So you may be excused today. State of Arkansas versus Christopher Campbell. There's also on the revocation docket 2012-1, State of Arkansas versus Christopher Campbell.
Your Honor, last time we were here, I believe there was some issue in trying to
discern whether or not Mr. Campbell had been screened for drug court, and if he still desired to possibly have that be the resolution for these matters. We were able to determine that if he was in fact screened and found to be appropriate, so we put together pleas to that effect, and I think we've transmitted them to the Public Defender's Office. So at this point, that's where the state is with this, Your Honor.
All right.
Judge, that's my understanding as well. We're going to have him screened, but I don't have the paperwork on not that it's not sitting on the fax machine at the office, but
I talked to Ms. Tammy yesterday, and she said she was going to pack it to his office.
Okay. So do you guys, Mr. Gibson, do you guys have the copies of these plea offers? Okay, I'm sorry.
Judge, if we could just pass him and recall him, we'll get him.
We'll recall Mr. Campbell later to see if we can't get this plea done and entered.
And Judge, can I go ahead and send him free till the afternoon setting?
Yes. 2016-349, State of Arkansas versus Taylor McNair.
Judge, you made application to the Defender's Office.
Court will make the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. McNair. Now these anyway, apparently Mr. McNair is for arraignment on charges of theft of property, Class B felony, theft of property, Class D felony, criminal mischief in the second degree, Class D felony, 2 counts, reckless driving, Class B misdemeanor, 2 counts, and leaving the scene of an accident involving property damage, a Class C felony, 2 counts. On those charges, how does Mr. McNair now plead?
Your Honor, we'd waive formal reading of the information and enter a plea of not guilty.
Plea of not guilty is noted on the record. This case is assigned to the Division III docket of Judge Putman. I'm going to put him down for...
Judge, before you do that, Mr. McNair is represented by one of these gentlemen, Jeremy. Jeremy, you represent Mr. McNair in case 2016-294-4.
I believe that's correct.
Do you want this other case to go over to Division III, or do you want it to stay over here, or do you want to move the Division IV case over to 3? Have you given that any thought?
If we could move it all to Division III, that would be great.
Now, he's already got a scheduling order in 294-4, but Judge, it's not set for trial until June.
I mean, if we've already got a scheduling order in place, I generally like to try to combine them on the docket that has the scheduling order in it.
I understand.
If that's, I mean, That's the rule I've followed up to this point. We've already got it locked in one docket. We don't need to undo that, try to go back and double over. So
That'll work, Your Honor.
let's,
Judge, these charges are of a similar nature, so his reappearance in the other case is February 24th, pretrial April 21st, and trial June 5th. And if we give the same scheduling order for this new case, that will work out fine.
what'd you say those dates were?
The reappearance date is February 24th, the pretrial date is April 21st, and the trial date is June 5th.
We'll put him down. I'm entering an order to transfer to Division 4. This case to Division 4, and then we'll set it down by scheduling order for a trial date of the week of June 5th, pretrial April 21st, and a reappearance on February 24th. Trying to get these cases to move forward together.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
I'm Brittany. I work in the operatory. I assist the doctor and I make our patients as comfortable as possible. I've never worked for anybody that seems to care for her staff like she does and really cares for her patients. The best thing about working here really is seeing people get the smile they've desired for years and seeing the outcome of happy tears and smiles.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
That's right. I'm deep in the rugged wilderness, and I haven't seen a soul in weeks. You have to be extremely tough to survive way out here.
Hey, love your show.
Thanks.
Qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus $1,500 special edition bonus on a dependable 2017 Tundra Crewmax Special Edition. Toyota Trucks, a heritage built on adventure. Toyota, let's go places.
Call 2017-20, 2017-22, State of Arkansas versus Jennifer Seymour.
I believe she's made application to the Public Defender's Office, if I may approach.
We should have a revocation.
Judge, we have 4 revocations.
I was going to say, we should have revocation petitions. Have they not been served, or are they not? Maybe they're here. Yes, they're here.
They have
15, 2015 99, 2015 134, 2015 142, and 2015 252. State of Arkansas, all State of Arkansas versus Jennifer Seymour. These are based on her absconding from supervision, and a petition to revoke were filed on them. I wanted to make sure we got on the record that we have those as well. So that's court's going to appoint the public defender's office to represent her on all of those as well, though she may have to fill out a separate application. But I think I talked about her when I was doing about getting an application in on the revocation when we did the when we did the 8.1 hearing after her arrest. All right, let's court's making the appointment of the public defender's office on the 2 new cases today, and will state that I'm also making the appointment of the public defender's office on these 4 revocation cases. Ms. Seymour, make sure you get hold of and fill out application. You can do 1 application to cover the 4 revocation cases. You're going to have to note all 4 numbers on it, but there needs the paperwork to be complete. You need to make that application. All right.
Your Honor, I did fill out an application that very day that you asked me to.
Okay. I don't know whether that's this one that's come through at this point or not, but in any case, on the first of all, on the new charges, which are 2017-20, the charges are fraudulent use of a debit or credit card, a Class D felony, charged as a habitual offender. And secondly, there's a 2017-22, charged with forgery in the 2nd degree, a Class C felony. On those charges, how does the defendant now plead?
Your Honor, the defendant pleads not guilty and waives formal reading of the information.
Very good. Plea of not guilty is plea of not guilty is entered in cases 2015-99, 2015 134, 2015 142, 2015 252. A petition to revoke has been filed. In each of these cases, the allegations are that Ms. Seymour tested positive in May of 2016 for alcohol consumption. She tested positive for heroin and opiates, amphetamines, and oxycodone. In June of 2016, she failed to attend mandatory drug court event. She failed to report for class on 4 different occasions in the month of June. The court also she failed to remain at the residence which she had reported as her principal residence, and eventually was determined to have absconded supervision, and that's the basis upon which the petitions to revoke are filed. In those 4 cases, how does the defendant now plead?
Enter a plea of not true, Your Honor.
plea of not true is entered on all of those. All right.
Judge, the state would ask for a hearing at the court's next available date, which is February 10th. And for the defense, we are not going to amend the petition to include the allegations in 2017-20 and 2017-22. We want a prompt revocation hearing, so we will go on what we have filed our petition on originally.
All right. We're next in court. We're next scheduled in court February 10th. Can everybody be ready for hearing on that date?
As long as we have all the information and can review it.
I'm going to make sure that they have it by Monday morning.
All right. The revocation hearing will be set down for February 10th. And if you, I understand that the matter is moving very fast, and you've just been appointed to it. So let the court know we have a little bit of flexibility time-wise about getting a hearing scheduled. So
thank you.
I want you to feel comfortable being prepared. In the cases 2017-20, 2017-22, both are assigned to the Division 4 docket. I'm going to set them down. Let's see. I guess I need to verify. These are allegations that go back quite a long time. Mr. Carter, are you? I just want to make sure that there was no arrest on these charges prior to her entering drug court and then absconding.
No, Your Honor. This was a investigation by the Harrison Police Department, and they not only did not arrest her, they didn't present the affidavit to this court until June 30th of 2016.
All right. Well, so the arrest date isn't until she was arrested on this warrant on January 18th. Then.
That is correct.
Okay, January 18th will be the arrest date. Court is setting it down for trial. These two cases down for trial July 24th. Pre-trial will be scheduled May 5th, and April 21st will be set in as a reappearance date as they're needed. So that'll be the order of.
So I'm cruising here in my new Camry, following the NAV's predictive traffic. That's when I saw smoke coming from the pet store. I called 911 on the Bluetooth and began the rescue. The owner gave me this as a reward.
Wait, you got a new Camry?
The 2017 Camry. It'll surprise a few people.
Get $2,500 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $1,000 subvention bonus on a new 2017 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
You're at the party, having a great time. Your kids are on the dance floor, shaking it for all they're worth. Then you hear it. That word that even your children know better than to use. Yeah, that word. So you think, doesn't the DJ know better? Man, my kids heard that. I'm Matt Duncan. I own and operate Artistry Entertainment DJ service. I'm also a daddy. We never play questionable lyrics when kids are present. Ever. ArtistryEntertainment.rocks. Yes, we get paid to party, and we take it seriously.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
I'm Randall. I work at the on-site lab at Dental Creations on the square at Harrison. Working with Dr. Wanda is great. She's taught me a lot and showed me a lot, and she gives us the freedom to get one-on-one with the patient. If there's a problem, we can actually come out of the back and do what's best for the patient. Having this on-site lab here with the doctors, that's really nice.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
2016-114, State of Arkansas versus Corky Anglin.
Yeah, but I think that file's here. No, he's out. Yeah, I got to see what I said. Judge, Mr. Anglin also has new charges coming down. I don't know if the warrant has actually been served on him. It's going to be a charge of tampering with evidence, a felony.
I'm just trying to... In case 2016-114, I mean, let's start with the case that's now before the court. This is 2016-114. He's appearing for pretrial today. And apparently we have a trial setting in the week of March 13th. Is that what everybody's records reflect?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right.
There's no action to be taken today. If we need some more time, we can address that at the next court appearance, Your Honor.
No pretrial issues to be brought up at this time?
Not today, Your Honor.
Well, this case is an older case, so I want to move it towards a trial as quickly as possible.
Yes, sir. I'm
going to order his reappearance on February 24th. I think that might be the plea deadline date. Or, well, did we reset a plea deadline date on Mr. Anglin for any of these? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm setting down for a reappearance on February 24th. I want to make sure this matter is ready to go forward for trial in March.
So Judge,
he's to reappear.
We don't have the returned warrant. My assumption is he's going to be served with a warrant this week, and it'll appear in front of Judge Putman next Friday for an arraignment on the charge I earlier mentioned.
Right. So I guess that's the bond he's being held on at this point, because we had made a bond arrangement. I don't know whether the state has filed to revoke that bond arrangement.
We have not.
Based on the new charges.
We have not.
All right. All right.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
I was given an 8.1 hearing on 111 by Fred Kirkpatrick,
Yes, sir.
and I was given a bond, and I had a white one on me, and they, on 119, they lifted the white warrant, and they didn't revoke my parole, and I could bond, and then they came.
Do you have the information about that bond?
Well, they won't give me a copy of it, but the 8.1 hearing was on 119. It's here at the jail. The information is because it was done on this.
You said it was on January 11th?
Yes, it was on January the 11th. 8.1 hearing by Judge Kirkpatrick.
Okay, I don't have a record of that in front of me, but whatever bond was set, that would be apparently the bond that's applicable to you at this point.
Okay.
All right.
That's the bond that I was supposed to give you. Yes.
But if you do bond out, understand that you're ordered to appear on February 24th in this court.
Yes, sir.
All right. You may be excused. 2016-200 out of Boone County, State of Arkansas versus Mitchell Christensen.
In front of you, sir.
Judge, we're here today on a reappearance. There's no issues to take up at this time on the behalf of the defense. Looks like discovery has been provided. I believe the case is scheduled.
This case is down for trial during the week of March 14th.
May I make a comment, sir?
Yes.
Can I forego the court closure and go on a section 9, sir, and get time served and save you time and paper because I'm a veteran?
Well, that's something you need to discuss with your attorney. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you.
I thought I was representing myself, sir. I wanted to walk tall as a veteran. Considering that flag is next to you, sir.
Judge, I'll get down to the jail and visit with him.
All right. The appointment was made of Mr. Gibson. He's going to come down and speak to you. The court is not going to engage you are much better off by being represented by an attorney than you will be if you try to represent yourself. So that's.
Can I say something else, sir, quickly?
Certainly.
May I get a bond, sir? I can get out and get a job. I'm a veteran. I have plenty of skills. Please, sir. Sir, yes, sir. I'd come over there and kiss that flag next to you, but I cannot. So I'd like to see you report, sir. As a veteran, sir.
Judge? I understand, and I respect your veteran. I'm a veteran myself. But that's not the issue at this point in this matter.
But I've already been in here for almost 6 months, sir, and it's such a petty charge, sir, for a veteran. I should be able to give my veteran number and be able to walk out on a bond, sir.
Well, Judge, he failed to appear. That's one of the problems. But on September 2nd, when he appeared from jail, he indicated to the court he wanted to act as his own attorney. I objected to it because I thought that he had some issues, but the court actually allowed him to represent himself, so we have him listed as pro se.
And is that how you want to proceed?
Sir, yes, sir. I'd like to save you time and money with a speedy trial, sir. Less paper. Less flags, sir. Less ink. I represent the ink, sir.
Well, at this point, we've made the appointment of the Public Defender's Office. I'm not going to relieve them from representing you until Mr. Gibson's had an opportunity to sit down and talk to you about what situation you're in and what you're facing.
Is Mr. Gibson present, sir?
Right here.
He's right there, right in front of you.
Thank you, sir, for being present, sir.
So he said he'll come down and visit with you. We'll take this up on February 10th, whether you're going to be representing yourself or be represented by the Public Defender's Office. What I'm looking at is what your status in terms of bond is. I don't understand why you're still in jail. He made a bond and then failed to appear. Is that what you're saying?
That is correct, Your Honor.
That's what I see, Judge. I seen Ellie this morning.
I had a bond to begin with, sir, and that was Nat Finley, a friendly veteran. And I just requested another bond, sir. That's the first time I have not appeared in your whole state, sir. That's the first time I've never appeared in the whole country, sir.
Judge, if we could, Mitchell, if you'll hold on a second. Judge, if we could reinstate his bond, if the bondsman will stay on it, get him back out. He sat quite a while on it's a $5,000 bond. The charges aren't that serious. I understand he's had a failure to appear, but if we can get the bondsman to stay back on, get him back on a leash with the understanding that he has to show up here in court. And I think if he has an attorney that'll help him keep up with the dates, it'll benefit him.
Do you have charges in Sebastian County?
No, sir. I was shopped around the system as a veteran, sir, for criminals, sir. You know how we do it.
No, I don't. No, I don't know how you do it. I don't understand. What do you mean you were shopped around?
Mitchell, hey, Mitchell, be quiet.
Yes, sir.
Just be quiet, okay?
My attitude problem, sir. You just said so. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Judge, I strongly believe, based upon the charges and the facts that I know and the comments that I've heard, that a Act 3 motion would probably be in the defendant's best interest.
It has indications of that, Your Honor, I would say. We'll file a motion.
All right. All right. That's where we're going to leave it at this point. The court will look at reinstating the bond and the issue of representation. We'll set it down for February 10th as a date for the defendant to reappear before the court, whether out on bond or not. So he's ordered to reappear on February 10th. So, Mr. Christensen, when you get out, if you get out on bond, I want you to understand you need to be here in 2 weeks on February 10th. You may be excused at this time. We have 2016-139, 2016-149, 2016-150, State of Arkansas versus Shane Horn.
Judge, Mr. Horn, as the court's aware, is currently serving a sentence. I have talked to Mr. Gibson, and I'm putting together a proposal to resolve his 3 other cases. And if we would have Mr. Horn appear on February 10th, I think we could get that worked out.
Well, the only hesitancy I have is I know he's in a treatment program that he's...
Well, he has to do his 120 days first.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine then. February 10th. All right. We'll take the matter up on February 10th. You may be excused, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. A new year is upon us, and who doesn't love the possibilities that come along with a fresh start or a new beginning? Let us help you achieve and maintain a healthy, active lifestyle in 2017. Come see our large selection of organic and natural grocery, produce, restricted diet items, supplements including detox and energy, and much more. You can make 2017 your healthiest year yet. Nature's Wonders on Highway 65 in Harrison next to Thompson's Ace Hardware. Happy New Year.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
2016-184, State of Arkansas versus Philip Millsap. Court saw Mr. Millsap in front of the court last week. We have it noted down for his appearance here today for a possible plea. Where do we stand?
Your Honor, I sent over, it's the bottom of the first page, sent over a possible plea offer. Mr. Millsap had indicated that he worked as an over-the-road truck driver, so I'm assuming that he has a CDL. Potentially any plea in this case affects that, but regardless, I made a plea offer.
If we could just bring him over later, Your Honor, I'll discuss that plea offer with him.
Mr. Millsap, the court's ordering that you'll be brought over this afternoon, and we'll take up your matter at that time. All right. 2016-187, State of Arkansas versus Lee Sparks.
On Mr. Sparks? January 21st. Yeah. Yep.
Has he got a bond, do you know?
We don't have anything since the alias warrant was issued in the file. I'm just trying to see where do we stand on this. If this list Mr. Hancock is the attorney. Do we know why Mr. Sparks is here today?
Yes, we picked him up on a fugitive warrant.
So it's,
He's been a fugitive since September 23rd of 2016.
Mr. Sparks has an active case pending on Judge Putman's docket. The order dates are out of date due to the non-appearances. The court's going to direct that Mr. Sparks will reappear in front of Judge Putman on February 3rd. Anything else to go forward on?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Sparks, you'll be appearing before Judge Putman on a week from today on February 3rd. You may be excused. Moving on to matters, additional matters on the revocation list. The court will call 2013-139 State of Arkansas versus Jeremy Morgan.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may approach, Your Honor, he's made application.
The court's going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. Morgan on this revocation.
Your Honor, it looks like it's his first appearance on the
That's what I was
revocation.
going to say. The put it out. Let me see. Mr. Morgan, you're appearing. There was a probation revocation warrant issued for you last November.
Yes, Your Honor.
It alleges that you had violated the conditions of your probation in the following matter. In August, it's alleged that you committed additional crimes, DWI, carrying a failure to carry your driver's license, defective equipment, and refusal to submit chemical test. And there's another condition that you had tested positive for in February of 2016 for amphetamine use. In January 2016, failed to report for your scheduled office visit. In October 2006, determining that you had changed residences without permission and were actively evading probation, your probation officer. It was determined at that time that you were, in May of 2016, that you had traveled outside the state without obtaining permission from your probation officer, that you, in September of 2016, you failed to attend required drug treatment assessment for treatment. There's issues of failing to pay supervision fees and failing to pay supervision fees on at least 2 occasions. All of those are the allegations contained in the affidavit against you. On those allegations, how do you now plead?
There's a plea of not true, Your Honor.
For the most part, not guilty. I've been very, handicapped on having access to getting back and forth to see my PO while I was here. I finally got away to where I was able to start getting stuff set up in a different location, and I did not travel out of state. That was in Forest City, Arkansas, on that one occasion. But other than that, I was going to set all this up now, and that's why I haven't been, and I was coming in. I planned to come back up here and get everything transferred down there to where I moved to, because I wasn't able to get anything done here.
We'll get a hearing on this. We'll set this for a hearing date.
Separating and have separated, and that's been the whole issue with everything.
Well, Mr. Morgan, here's the problem. When you're on probation, you don't get to choose where you go and what you do. And just taking off and doing it doesn't make it right. The whole problem is when you're on probation, your job is to stay in good communication with your probation officer. That's your job. Okay? And if you don't do it, you're subject to what's happened in this case, which after multiple alleged violations, the probation officers have filed a petition to revoke, and that's why you're sitting in jail right now. Now, what we're trying to do, we're going to set this down for hearing. I've entered, appointed you an attorney. I've entered a plea of not true on the allegations, and I'm setting this matter down for hearing on. I'm going to set it down for hearing on February 24th.
Judge, this is a Judge Putman case.
Oh, that's right. I can't do that, can I? I'm setting it down for you to appear before Judge Putman on February 3rd, 2017. So that your next appearance is in front of Judge Putman. He's the judge assigned to your case. You need to take up the matters with him. With Judge Putman, and you'll have an attorney through the Public Defender's Office. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may be excused.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
I'm deep in the rugged wilderness, and I haven't seen a soul in weeks. You have to be extremely tough to survive way out here.
Hey, love your show.
Thanks.
Qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus $1,500 special edition bonus on a dependable 2017 Tundra Crewmax Special Edition. Toyota Trucks, a heritage built on adventure. Toyota, let's go places.
2014-142, State of Arkansas versus Archie Edwards.
Judge, he's made an application to the Public Defender's Office. How may I approach?
You may. Court's making the appointment of Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. Edwards?
Judge, this is a probation revocation. Looks like we would waive a formal reading of the petition and are not true.
Didn't we do that last week?
Maybe we did.
Yes, we did. He entered a plea of not true last week, and we put it down for hearing today. You're just getting discovery?
Correct, Your Honor.
I'll put it down for reappearance on February 10th, for a hearing on February 10th.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, I have conveyed to Mr. Gibson what the recommendation of the probation office is. They want to try a program with Mr. Edwards that they don't believe he's ever done.
Very good. Something new, Mr. Edwards.
Yes, sir.
It's hard to find something that you and I haven't seen at one time or another, isn't it? We've been in this system so long.
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't quite understand what he said there.
Oh, I'm sorry. He said that the recommendation of the probation officer is to try a new program with you. They're making an offer to resolve this case, and Mr. Gibson's now been provided with it. He'll be in touch with you and be discussed. We're down for a hearing on February 10th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you may be excused. 2017-27, State of Arkansas versus Michelle Irene Gilpin. For arraignment this date on charges of forgery in the second degree. Court is making the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. Gilpin. Mr. Carter, just counsel, she entered pleas in Baxter County Circuit Court yesterday, disposing of some cases.
Judge, Mr. Etheridge sent me an email last night on certain people, but I didn't think she was one of them.
Are you at Baxter County case? Were you at Baxter County yesterday?
There's the appointment documents. Okay. On the charges of forgery in the second degree, a Class C felony, and theft of property, a Class A misdemeanor, 2 counts each. How does the defendant now plead?
Judge, if she enters a plea of not guilty to it, it's not one of the cases Mr. Etheridge emailed me about, but I will get a hold of Ms. Barron and have her fax the police statements from Baxter County over here, and assuming it's the same and similar charges,
they're very similar charges,
then I will just run it concurrent with whatever Baxter County did.
I don't know what Baxter County did.
Well,
5 years probation, apparently. So I will get a hold of Ms. Barron and have her fax something over here.
Do we need to have her stick around, Chris?
Definitely.
Just have a seat.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your